And welcome to another live stream Watchalong reaction. Welcome to the hate watch of a century. Forget the Arsenal hate watches. Forget the Chelsea hate watches. Forget the Man United hate watches. Forget the Liverpool hate watches. Forget the Real Madrid, PSG, whatever. The hate watch of the century. CF Montreal versus Portland Timbers FC MLS 2026 Week 12. Happy midweek. The hate watch of a century. Tonight, I'm Rose City till Montreal dies. And if you have a problem with that, I apologize to absolutely nobody. There's a hole in Quebec that they call Montreal. Go to hell, Montreal, go to hell. Yeah, I mean, notice the T, right? Hey, with that being said, how we doing, Dillon? Go Timbers, says Rory. How we doing? Lovely, lovely. Welcome to the hate watch of the century. All right, here we are. CF Montreal versus Portland Timbers. We got it, boys. It was. There we go. Rest in peace to Brandon Clark. Yeah, that was a sad thing to hear about. Man, hate to see stuff like that. That's all I can really say. Prayers to his family. Prayers for his soul. Sad, man. All right, with that being said, yeah. Shock is the only way to, yeah. With that being said, starting 11s are as follows here. Thomas Gillier in goal. The back four, Dagerdan Thorhalson, Jalen Neal, Brian Vera, Luca Petrasso, Matty Longstaff, Victor Lattori. We have Olger Escobar. The front three of Wickelman, Carmona, Daniel Rios, and Noah Strait. Wait, no, Prince Owuzu. He's on the bench. Well, that's good news for Portland. That's good news for Portland. Starting 11 for Portland, the Montreal kid, James Panamis. Hopefully he doesn't go Agent Panamis here. Hopefully he stays professional and doesn't give Montreal anything. Back four, Brandon Bye, Finn Sermon, Kamal Miller, and Jimmer Forey. What? What about what? No Prince Owusu? Yeah, I'm shocked too. Midfield three, Jose Caicedo, David DaCosta, Cole Bassett, and the front three of Christopher Velde, Kevin Kelsey, and Alexander Aravena. Finn Sermon made the New Zealand World Cup roster. I'm not surprised. I'd have been shocked if he didn't. That would have been as much of a shock as Prince Owusu not playing. I mean, I didn't watch the Grizzlies much, but from what I did, I agree. And it's not because the Memphis Grizzlies screwed over Vancouver. It's just because, you know, who watches the Memphis Grizzlies unless you're a Memphis Grizzlies fan? Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? With that being said, hey, we got a red drink too for the hate watch. We got a red drink too. Fitz's Cardinal Cream. I think you can buy it off their website too. Avs come on tonight. Well, good luck to the Avs. They're playing at Stade Saputo, Montreal, Portland. So, either way, Gillier in goal for Montreal, Petrasso, Vera, Neal, Thorhalson, Escobar, Lattori, Longstaff, Strait, Rios, Carmona for Montreal. Somehow Prince Owusu's on the bench. So be it. Panamis in goal. Forey, Miller, Bassett, Caicedo, Sermon by Aravena, DaCosta, Velde, and Kelsey up top. Players to watch. Wickelman, Carmona for Montreal. All right. But Kevin Kelsey, the player to watch for the Timbers. Whoa. Finn Sermon going to World Cup, as you would have expected. I swear, I don't know what these Instagram instants are. I swear to God, man. Why? Like, that was only... What was it again? Come on, let's go Montreal. Nah. You're all alone here. Well, I don't know about all alone, but y'all will be in the minority here. Nah. Nah. Welcome to the hate watch. Hey, Toronto ain't playing tonight. Montreal playing Portland, a team I have a soft spot for, in Portland versus the team I hate. Yeah, we're going to do that game. Yeah. We're going to do that. I know St. Louis plays tonight, but if it was anybody else but Portland playing Montreal, I probably would have done the St. Louis game. But Portland, though, that's a good one. That was a good one. Mole. If it was anybody else but Portland, it's not the same. I mean, if it was Toronto, of course, I would have done Toronto-Montreal, but that's in August. And then sometime later for the reverse fixture. Either way, if it was anybody else, it would have been St. Louis LAFC, which actually might be winnable. Either way. Portland, I got a soft spot for Portland. Always have. Jesus Christ, man. Felt like someone was itching on both sides, but yeah, I got it. Ugh. Yeah, there's a hair in that flake. Yeah, that probably was the problem. There we go. Either way. With that being said, here we go. Schaefer won the Calder in a landslide. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, that's about what I expected to happen. I mean, Demidov was second and Dobesh was fourth. Yeah, I mean, Demidov was good this year, but Schaefer just came out of nowhere. I think it was pretty much what you expected out of it, really. Well, not exactly. Either way, you know, I mean, I'm happy. Well, I did say Demidov was like the favorite for the Calder this year, but Schaefer was just so good as a rookie defenseman that I get why he won it. I don't think anybody expected Schaefer to be this good this quick, and I think that's why he got it. Like, Demidov was he was good, but I think people expected Demidov to be the, what's the word? The revelation compared to Schaefer. Yes, Demidov was great, but again, people saw him at the end of the year and during last year's playoffs, and then he played through the season. Stud rookie, of course, had rookie status, and it's hard for a goalie to win an award outside of, I know Hellebuck won the MVP and the Vezina, but that's the exception, not a rule. So, Dobesh was good too. 47.6% winning probability for Montreal. What are we doing, DraftKings? Did you not see what Portland did to Sporting Kansas City? I hope they do the same to Montreal. Lol. Now, Kansas City is worse than Montreal, but I don't think they're that much better. They've had a better manager. Olaf Roy's been a better manager than Donadell. Alan Chapman, the center ref tonight. I could live with that. Alan Chapman ain't bad. Sean Tahini, the VAR referee. Swartzel, the assistant. What did you think about the second leg between Pumas and America? For me, it was crazy. It was crazy. And I found it hilarious America missed all those penalties. They could have advanced as long as they scored them. They did not. That was a hilarious way to end it. Hilarious. Portland wearing their Goose Hollow kits. Montreal wearing their black and blue, their classic black and blue, as they should. Stripes. Here we go. Crazy game. Crazy game. I wish I watched the whole thing live. How'd the Lakers get swept? OKC's better. That's the answer. Are you rooting for the Canadiens to win it? Yes. 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 Because hockey's different than football. The real Montreal-Toronto rivalry in my lifetime is football. CF Montreal-Toronto. That's why this is a hate watch, and that's why I enjoyed watching the Canadiens play. Hockey ain't a rivalry no more. I'm sorry. That's boomer shit. That's boomer shit. I have no hatred for the Canadiens or the Expos if they ever came back. Now, the Alouettes, I kind of have a little bit of hatred for, but that's still nothing compared to Montreal-Toronto or CF Montreal-Toronto FC. They're nothing. It's not the province. Look at how I talk about Saint Laurent, you know? Look at how I talk about Supra. It's not the province. "26 seconds, 0-0. It's not the province. I mean, there are beautiful things about the province of Quebec and the city of Montreal. I just like to be an asshole about the city when it comes to the football team. Now, there's nothing good about Oxford, Mississippi, but, you know, there's a difference there. There actually are good things about the city of Montreal. The architecture is beautiful. Portland playing forward. The culture is amazing, but either way. Do you think Pumas will do better against Pachuca? Yes, they should be the favorite. We'll cover the first leg of that tomorrow, by the way. But either way, that's the nicest I'll be about the city of Montreal. No, I think it's because they played 3 games in a week. Like, this is their 3rd game in 1 week. I get it. I get why they play Rios. They played a weekend match. They played a Can Champ match last Wednesday. And they're playing this. Let's look at the starting 11 for that game against I think he played that too. Because you should do that. Save. Handball, Portland thinks it is. Let's see if the ref checks it. Was that a handball for Montreal? Or against Montreal? Either way. Let's see. I think he did. Prince Owusu came on in the 83rd minute against Calgary Blizzard. Well, that's just okay. Did not score, but he did play. They didn't need him at all. It was 5-0 at that time. Either way, 0-0. When they played Orlando, he played against Orlando the whole game. 2-0 win. NYCFC just took the lead 1-0 in their game. Did not score. It was Daniel Rios and Thor Halson who scored in that game in the 90 minutes. Stoppage time, too. Oh, Wusu got stinker and hooked for Rios. And then Rios scored. Maybe, I guess, yeah, ride the hot hand, I guess. Okay, I guess ride the hot hand then. Either way. Kelsey's in great form. Yeah, it was a crazy night. Header. Wide by Thor Halson. Huh? Either way. 3 minutes in, 0-0. Caicedo. How we doing, Jordan? How we doing? Corner for Velde. I don't watch his lives that much. I watch the videos. See, that's why I didn't know. I really just watched Lewis's videos, like shorter form videos in his lives. I don't watch many other people's lives, really. And if I do, I try to find... I really just watch people's clips. They don't really clip Lewis up that much. Now, Lee Gunner, on the other hand, cross in. That's going to go out for a goal kick for Montreal. Like, speaking of that, yeah, I want the Habs to win the Stanley Cup. But anybody, if Vegas makes a Stanley Cup final, I don't care who plays them. I want whoever plays Vegas. Been doing some streams, that's why you haven't seen me around. Hey, you got to do what you got to do, Jordan. I'm happy for you. Keep pushing, man. Valde needed a better service, but that's okay. And besides, I mean, I can't watch many streams because I'm either sleeping or I'm doing my own. So sometimes it's not really I can. It's I don't want to. It's I can't. Because I'm already occupied. Either way. If anybody plays Vegas, if Vegas makes a Stanley Cup final, I don't care who plays them. I want the team from the East to win. We cannot let 93 win a Stanley Cup. We will not. No. There's a lot of former Leafs that have won Stanley Cups after they left Toronto that had no problem winning a Stanley Cup. 93, we cannot let him win a Stanley Cup. We cannot let him win a Stanley Cup. No. That is... No. If 93 wins a Stanley Cup, we are in trouble. We are in trouble, my friends. Yes, guys. 93 winning a Stanley Cup would be doomsday. We cannot let 93 win a Stanley Cup before Gavin McKenna. We cannot let that happen. Or it will be the worst. It will be the worst, most overbearing shit possible. The Vegas bandwagoners and every MLS or every NHL fan and the Vegas bandwagoners are going to make us have a living hell if 93 wins a Stanley Cup. Can't do it. And I will never call him by his name. The only way I will ever call 93 by his name ever again is if, one, he scores a game-winning goal, for Canada in a best-on-best tournament. I may even make that an assist. Or if he ever comes back to the Leafs and wins a Stanley Cup with the Leafs, I will not call 93 by his name until he does one of those two things. He is subject 93 for the rest of his life. Until he does one of those things. He is subject 93. You know, because his Canada and Vegas jersey number, even though he didn't wear that number in Toronto. Vegas, subject 93. And his junior number, I think, too. Subject 93. Come to the front, damn it. That Vegas tranquilized punk. Subject 93. Well, no, because that means y'all will get Xabi Alonso and not Chelsea. So, should he be? Yes. Do I want Arne Slot sacked? No. I want Xabi Alonso. I want Xabi Alonso at Chelsea. And he's back up. Oh, I didn't like the look of that. 8 minutes in, I want Xabi Alonso at Chelsea. I'll let Liverpool make the mistake if that means we got Xabi Alonso. You can fire on a slot in January. Just don't do it now. Just don't do it now. Lol. Hey, fellas, here for the hate watch. Caicedo, that's not good. No, that's not good at all. Dolphins re-sign Acham for a 4-year contract at $68 million. Yeah, that's about right. Fernandez, 30-yard screamer for NYCFC. Hey, fellas, here for the hate watch. You didn't miss much, except me calling a certain Leafs loser number to 93. And Diego Chara's on for Caicedo. That's not good. Well, I mean, Chara's a good sub, but Caicedo coming off's not good. Hopefully it's not a long-term injury. See ya. A certain Vegas player who used to play for the Leafs, number 93. A certain Vegas tranquilized punk. Number 93. NYCFC almost 2-0. 0-0 here, 10 minutes in. Hamstring, thigh, seems like tiredness. Well, tiredness is that could be quickly dealt with. Well, unless you're the Toronto FC physios, then no, it won't. But Portland has better physios than Toronto. You'll be fine. I'm sure. I'm sure. Do you think Xabi Alonso would be good for Chelsea? If I didn't think he'd be good, why would I want him? I think he'd be amazing. I still think Xabi got fucked over by those idiots in frickin' Madrid. Like, they didn't want a tactical coach. They wanted a coach that would treat them with kid gloves. And they didn't have that. Madrid's a joke, man. Jose Mourinho needs to crack some skulls. I would say I want Jose at Chelsea and to do the same thing, but it looks like he's going to Madrid, which I can't complain about. I'm a Madrid fan as well, and I love Jose Mourinho. So either or, Jose's going to crack some skulls at my favorite team, or one of my favorite teams. Shot, goal! Montreal scores 1-0. A banger from Montreal. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. If we got Xabi Alonso, yeah, we'll finally be a good team. I want somebody good. 1-0 Montreal with a banger. Of course. Of course. Rios. Daniel Rios scores. Okay, maybe he's on really good form. Daniel Rios. Ride the hot hand. It worked. 11th minute. 1-0. Damn it. Well, Xabi Alonso is an experienced coach. He was a freaking invincible in the Bundesliga and 1 game away from being a European invincible. I guess I see why he's starting. Yep. What a shot by Rios. What a shot. He just said, screw it, I'm going to take it. And Kamal Miller was the guy he shot it on pretty much. Yeah, of course. I think we need to have a conversation. Canadian fans and Portland fans. Kamal Miller is washed. He's washed. I think we have to have the conversation. He's washed. He might actually be cooked. He might actually be cooked. I think we have to have the conversation. 12 minutes in. Horrible start from the Timbers there. Playing forward. Good step. Nope. Forey with a step. Didn't really get much of it. Damn. Playing forward. Montreal. Cutting in. Here's a chance. Blocked away. Shot. Blocked. Was that Matty Longstaff? They almost got scored on by Matty Longstaff. Wrap this game up if they did. Luckily, they didn't. They almost got scored on by Matty Longstaff. This Ulafroy guy, he actually might be a really good coach. Son of a... Playing forward, shot wide. Past the post. Let's see, where would this put Montreal on the table? Above Toronto. Fuck off. Above Toronto. So Chelsea, no European games next year, but Manchester United are in the Champions League. Hey! If Chelsea win the FA Cup, they'll be in the Europa League. Escobar is down. Hey, don't forget about that. You know, I have a good feeling. Chelsea win the FA Cup, they got European games. Exactly. You know what? I think they're going to scam it. You know what? I think they're going to scam the FA Cup. The best news about this Crystal Palace result for Chelsea. The good news is City will have to consider rotating in the FA Cup because they still have to have stuff to play for in the Prem. Just think about it, you know? I'm just saying. Crystal Palace winning is good for Chelsea. That means Man City might have to rotate in the FA Cup final. Or Man City winning against Palace, I should say. That's a good thing for Chelsea. That means Man City might just rotate to protect their Premier League title charge. Man City's lost 2 straight FA Cup finals. What do you mean impossible? Against Crystal Palace. Against Crystal Palace and Man United. Chelsea. It's actually 9 a.m. You kidding me? Well, that sucks. Either way. It is 9 a.m. on the FA Cup final. I thought it was 10. Either way. Stan Kroenke or Blue Coat? Well, Stan Kroenke's about to win a fucking Premier League. Header punched away by Panamis. It might be, I think it's Blue Coat. Well, then Blue Coat won the Club World Cup. I hate Stan Kroenke more. Pep will refuse to go trophyless. Well, I hope he does. Header cleared away. Get the ball out. Playing forward is Portland. Here they go. DaCosta. Got covered by 2 guys. Colwell's playing on the end defense. That's a good thing, though. Colwell playing is a good thing. It's out for a corner. It's a good thing, though. The Chelsea game's at 9 a.m., not 10 a.m. Shit. Okay. Came back from injury. Yeah. Corner. Velde. Oh, City only has 2 Premier League games left. Okay. Cross in. That's out. Cross in for Velde. Ball crossed in. Brought down. Shot over the bar. Shot over the bar by Aravena. Thought he had it there. No. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Headed down, Portland clears. No, I'm not. If I get a new phone, or when I do, it's going to be an iPhone. As would be expected from me. Do you think Tottenham will not get relegated? I still think they will. I still think they will. They play harder fixtures than West Ham. I think West Ham will pick up a win. Tottenham's going to lose out, and Tottenham's going to go down. Playing forward. Header. Portland playing forward, heads on. Here's a good run. Here's a chance. In through. Aravena. Aravena. Another chance, but it's out. Dagerdan Thorhalsen with a defense to put it out for a corner. I don't think Tottenham could beat Chelsea. No. We always beat. Chelsea always beats Tottenham. No matter how bad Chelsea are, they always beat Tottenham. We will beat them. We will put them back in the relegation zone if West Ham's to win this weekend. And then, of course, all things equal, if both teams even lost, as long as West Ham wins one. Ball crossed in. Brought down. Back wide for Velde. Velde with another cross shot. Goal! Goal! Portland! Kevin Kelsey. That's what I'm talking about. Ha 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 ha! 1-1. Kevin Kelsey. Thank you. What a pass by Velde. What a pass by Velde. That's what I'm talking about. Kelsey's on fire. Lovely. Velde's on fire, too. What a play by Velde. I love it. Headed down. Kept alive. Another cross. Kelsey is onside there. Perfect timing and a perfect boom. There's no way they call him offside, right? Perfect timing of the run for Kelsey. Perfect timing of the run. Perfect timing of the run. Kevin Kelsey, let's see if they keep it. What a cross. Possible offside, says Alan Chapman. I don't think it was offside. I think that's – I don't see how it would be. I think the pass was perfect timing, and then Kelsey was on. I didn't see an offside at all. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Goal. It is a goal. The goal is given. It's 1-1. Kevin Kelsey in the 21st minute. 1-1. It's a goal. 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 Montreal is now back under Toronto FC with that if they hold on to this draw. If they lose, they'll be under TFC. TFC is finally out of the playoffs for the first time this – well, I wouldn't say the first time, but for the first time in a long time this season, Toronto's back under the playoff line. Good press from Portland. By the way, at the end of last weekend, they were under the playoff line at the end of last weekend, and this week, midweek matches without them playing could make it even worse. 14 points to Charlotte's 15. At least we're only a point down. And we're playing Charlotte on the weekend in Charlotte. We'll see what happens there. Throw in. We'll see what happens there. Either way, we'll be live for that one on Saturday. Don't worry. I think Portland have been solid. They had a bad giveaway or a bad goal against. Rios with a great shot as well. I'd say it's 50-50, but either way. Well, here we go, 24th minute. That's out for a throw for Portland. Portland's done better since the goal given away. Could have been score effects, but either way. Let's see how they continue. Do they continue the momentum or do they let Montreal go back into the game? Goes down. Playing forward. Next Sunday is the F1 Grand Prix. Why is Ricochet acting like a jerk now? Because he's a heel. He's been a heel for God knows. I don't know. I think the guy's just a douche anyway. I think he's just playing himself, if I'm being real. That's why he's playing it so well. I think he's playing himself. Playing forward. Portland with a cross. Brings it down. Oh, man, I thought they had it. I thought they had that. Damn. Out for a corner kick. Corner kick for Portland. He's not being a heel. He's actually being a real jerk. Well, I'm saying he's playing himself, so. Portland might regret that one. I'm not going to lie. Why wasn't Ricochet like this in the WWE? Because they didn't use him to where his ego could flourish. Header. Blocked away. Shot. Cleared away by Montreal. Portland still is looking like they're dominating after the first goal being scored and then getting it back. 27th minute. Meeting underway to discuss the future of the Whitecaps in Vancouver. Good news. That is very good news. Save the Caps. Save the Caps. That's one thing Montreal fans and Toronto fans can agree on. Save the Caps. Protect the Caps. We can pick on our redheaded stepchildren, but you can't. The Canadian teams can pick on their redheaded stepchild, and I guess by extension the Cascadia teams, but you can't. Not Don Garber. Not that jerk ass. Saved by Gillier and blocked away and cleared. Playing forward. '29th minute, 28th minute. Aravena playing forward. Oh. Forey still has the ball. Yeah, Portland's been much better since they gave up the goal. They've definitely punched back, and they've definitely controlled the game since. And even after scoring an equalizer, they've controlled the game since. So it's not just score effects. I think Montreal got a little bit cocky. Player down hurt. And it looks like they're going to VAR. It looks like they're going to VAR for a possible penalty for handball. A possible penalty for handball for the Portland Timbers against Montreal for Portland. Possible penalty. Let's see. Let's check. No penalty. No penalty. No penalty. Yeah, I didn't really see it. I didn't really see it. No penalty on Montreal. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Brain transplant didn't work. Yeah, I think that would have been harsh, to be fair. Yeah, I didn't see it. Playing forward. To be fair. Sorry, I had to do it. 31st minute. To be fair. Oh, bad pass. Bad clearance of a pass. I mean, it was far enough away, but either way. Wickelman, Carmona with a cross. Portland gets it out. Rios. Let's see some here. Bottom 5, 0-0 for the Jays versus the Rays. Okay. Playing forward. George! Ha-ha! Goal! Wait, no, back. It went behind the net. My bad. It went behind the net. It went behind the net. Past the post and behind the net. They almost got me. Wickelman Carmona took a shot that went past the post and behind the net. I thought it went in. Dillon Cease going for the Jays. Yeah, I can see why it's a scoreless game. Yeah, I can see why it's a scoreless game. Just wide. 33rd minute. Boom. I need a 2-run homer, George. George! Ha-ha! Savior of the Blue Jays. Playing forward. Ball 3. Penango and Guerrero. As long as there's not a double play. If Springer gets on and there's not a double play. Playing forward, all the way back to Gillier. Yes, David. Shoot. Playing forward. Foul ball, 3-2. Damn it. Here comes Montreal. Shot blocked away. Jazz Chisholm still talking trash about the Jays and the Orioles. He said he's better than Pete Alonso. In play outs, damn it. Well, no, Pete Alonso's better than Jazz. Popped up to Taylor Walls. That's what's George. Here comes Portland going forward. Free kick for Portland. Let's see if I missed the question. No, I did not. So we got Penango. .35th minute. Bottom 5, I should say. Well, double gives us the lead, so just get the damn double, boys. DC United for Chicago Fire. 34th minute, scoreless is their goal in this match. Yeah, Chicago. Chicago scores. Chicago scores. Substitution. Olger Escobar is coming off for Montreal for Samuel Piette. Samuel Piette for Olger Escobar. Montreal, 35 minutes. Carmona, cross. Good clearance. Ball throw in for Montreal. Torhalson. 35 minutes, 10 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Carmona. Wickelman Carmona switches the play, and that's going to be an out for the Jays. Over the bar. Going to the 6th. Playing forward, Portland. Good play. Keeps it alive. Kelsey. Kelsey has more touches than Wickelman Carmona. You wouldn't believe that if you watched the game. That doesn't seem real. Playing forward. Seems like Wickelman Carmona's been on the ball every time Montreal's had an attack. Over the bar. Will he stay in MLS? James, thoughts on the James situation? You know, I think he's done after the World Cup. He's either going back to Colombia or he's done after the World Cup. I think he is done with Minnesota. Now, retirement, I'm not sure how slow the game. I think Portland's been the better team since they've allowed the goal, and they've still mostly dominated since they've scored their equalizer. Montreal's had some moments more against the run of play, maybe a little bit sustained, but they've had some really dangerous attacks, I would say. Like, it's a wonder this game's tied. You would think somebody would have scored past 1-1 before this half was over. Playing forward, here comes Portland. 1-on-1. Or, well, it's 1-on-4, but Aravena, top, not where you wanted it to be. I feel like you should stay in MLS. I agree, but also, I don't know. I think he wanted to stay fit. And he knew it'd be easy to go to MLS. Playing forward. Playing forward. He's not that old. I mean, you're not wrong, but I feel like ever since he left Real Madrid, he's just, except for Copa America, really, it just hasn't been the same for him. I don't think. I think he's either way. Jose Cifuentes returns to Rangers. I hate this board. Ryan, bro, what does it say about the quality of MLS? If we're fairly informed, James Rodriguez isn't good enough to be a starter on Minnesota. It says MLS is growing. It says MLS is better than you think. Playing forward. Last I saw him play for Minnesota United, he looked great. James is what Pulisic isn't to his national team. Changed my mind. Well, I mean, Pulisic's known for being better for the USA than playing forward. Goal kick for Montreal, 40th minute. Julian Hall's a good player. Happy for the Spurs. You mean San Antonio or Tottenham? I want Tottenham to go down. If you talk about Tottenham Talk about San Antonio, I really could give a shit. I don't care at this point. Let's be honest. The Thunder are going to destroy them anyway. And whoever wins the Western Conference Finals are going to win the NBA championship. So celebrate something that actually is worth celebrating. Win the Western Conference. Playing forward. DaCosta playing forward. Good pass. You don't believe? No, I don't. The Eastern Conference is a joke. Like, the only team that has a realistic shot of winning the NBA championship out of the East is New York. But I still don't think they're as good as San Antonio or OKC. It's a Western, until further notice, it's a Western trophy. Until further notice. Simple as. That trophy is going to the West until further notice. Playing forward. Longstaff, cross, header away by Portland. DaCosta on the ball. 44th minute. Free kick for Portland. Believe in the Cavs. They're garbage. They're even more garbage. And I'm not sure if the Pistons are worse than the Cavs. Or better. I'm not even sure. As I said, I thought the Raptors could beat the Pistons or the Magic if they beat the Cavs. I think they would have. Playing forward. Cleared away. Here comes Wickelman Carmona, all alone. All alone. Shot, goal for Montreal. Wickelman Carmona. 2-1. What the fuck are we doing, Portland? Two-one Montreal. No, I just think he lost his mind. Playing forward, Wickelman, Carmona, all alone. Yeah, there was no chance. Just before halftime. You gotta be kidding me. What the fuck are we doing, Portland? Jesus Christ, man. I guess Kansas City is that fucking bad, aren't they? Wow. Ulafroy. No, I guess when Montreal was garbage, that was just when Donadell was the coach. Because with Ulafroy, these guys are actually good. 6 minutes of stoppage time. 45th minute. I think we got to be honest here. Well, Portland wouldn't be bad. I prefer Toronto, but Portland wouldn't be bad. it happened, I don't know. Either way. Playing forward. I'd still prefer Toronto, though. Either way, playing forward. Speaking of Toronto, they're going to be under Montreal. If Montreal wins this game, if Montreal gets 3 points, we will be under Montreal for the first time this season. We were already out of the frickin' well, DC scored, but what do you know? Well, good for them, but at least I said there was a game. Good, man. 47th minute. How's it going? I'm doing fine personally, but either way. Still 0-0 for the Jays and Rays game. Portland, I need you to find a way to draw this game at the very least. 2 now. I need the Timbers to come back and take over. 2 now. Playing forward. Header. Playing forward. Blocked away. I guess Kansas City might actually be the worst team in the league. Call the Pirate. Remember that Chud the Builder guy? Well, I guess someone pulled a gat out on him and blasted him this morning after starting an altercation with a stranger. Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. How about that? I don't feel sorry for him. Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. If you're trolling people enough to get a gun pulled on you and you get shot, fuck around and find out. Playing forward. Who do you think's going to win? I hate to say it, but Portland, best case scenario, this is a draw. Montreal's going to, if there's a winner, Montreal's going to win this game. Portland has done some really dumb shit. Portland hadn't played badly, but they've done some really dumb shit to put it behind the 8 ball. If it's either a draw or a Montreal win. Kansas City must be the worst team in MLS history. 2-1 right now. Why do you think I said Montreal was going to win? Either way. I swear. Playing forward. AEW's run by Marks. Ball crossed in. Brought down. Nobody's there. Perfect bounce for Montreal to clear it. 51st minute. Halftime very soon. Free kick. Mainstream pro wrestling's in a fucked up state. I agree. I hate to see it, man. It hurts. Who would have thought being a talking head like this would be better for me? Free kick for Montreal. Never would have thought. Wide. 52 minutes. Corner for Montreal. No, it's halftime. 2-1. 2-1 for Montreal at the half. We will take a short break, talk about the stats, get this one going, sit tight. 2-1 Montreal. Portland haven't been bad, but they've made some dumb mistakes. I've watched Cultaholic before, yeah. And I know they fired some of their staff recently, like editing staff and such. Hate to hear that. Sucks, but it is what it is. With that being said, we will take a short break. Sit tight, be back. 2-1 Montreal. The hate watch is not going well, guys. 45 more minutes. Sit tight, be back. We are back for the stats of the half. We're back for the stats of the half. We got 41% possession to 59% possession. 12 shots to 9. 4 shots on goal to 1. 1 big chance to 1. 183 accurate passes, 86% to 280, 92%. 1 corner to 5. 12 shots to 9. 4 shots off goal to 3. 4 shots on target to 1. 213 passes to 306. 86% pass accuracy to 92% pass accuracy. 5 throws to 2. 0 offside to 0. 0 yellow cards to 0. 0 red cards to 0. 6 fouls to 3. 2-1 at the half. For me, I think Portland have been the better team for most of the game, or at least better control of the ball for most of the game. I think overall, you live with it. It does suck. Do you think Daniel Bryan has the best underdog story of all time? Yes, I do. And the Rays score a run. You gotta be kidding me. 1-0 Tampa. Fuck! I hate Tampa, man. I fucking hate the Tampa Bay Rays, man. Son of a... With that being said, we might be cooked. The Jays might be cooked. With that being said, Montreal scored 2 against the run of play, pretty much. And I think they had... Portland made some defensive mistakes that got them put behind the 8 ball. But overall, I don't think they've been that bad, Portland. I can't say they've been the worst team. But Portland could win this game. By the way, Wilder up. Damn. Didn't expect that. $45 more minutes to go. See where this goes. See what Portland can do. $45 more. Daniel Rios gets a goal. I heard Forge. Yeah, that was my bad. Wilder up 2-0. Well, there you go. That was my bad. Huh. Scientists confirm Earth has an 8th continent, and it's mostly underwater. And it's Zealandia, so New Zealand technically is its own continent if the land was above the water. Well, what do you know? I mean, I believe it. I'd believe it. I'd believe it. Waiting for the second half to start. 45 more minutes to go. Kelsey and Velde have been our bright spots, as always. As always. I mean, they've always been your bright spots. It's the rest of the team that hasn't really. We'll see how it goes, though, but either way. Toronto FC have decided not to activate Jose Cifuentes' purchase option and will allow him to return to Rangers. What a mistake. What a joke. What a fucking joke. 3-0 Wild. What a joke. What a joke. Foligno. Which one? Knowing there's... Which one? Malstraw replaced Jesus Sanchez. They've lost their mind. The Blue Jays have lost their mind. Here comes the second half. That's a joke. Which one? Want to know. Toronto got rid of Jose Cifuentes. They let him go back to Rangers. These fucking idiots, man. These fucking idiots, man. Jesus Christ. What do you think of the Liga MX final? Well, I mean, we don't even know who's going to be in it yet. But I don't even think the first leg of the first semifinal started yet. Here we go. Portland to kick off. Second half to start. Well, I think we're screwed now. Unless we make a better... I don't see how we make a better signing in the summer or off-season. Strikeout from Miles Straw. I don't see how we do. I don't see how we do. We got rid of Davy Flores to bring in Jose Cifuentes just to let Cifuentes go back to Rangers. You think Pumas won't allow that many goals this time? Yeah, I don't think they'll allow that many goals this time. I think Pumas will be in the final. I don't know if I think Chivas, Cruz Azul. I think Chivas have found their game. All right, time to bring in Higashida. Honestly, you could probably play both. Yeah, I agree. When Jordy's playing, drop him back. When he's not, put him at the 10. Solomon King's season's done anyways. Yeah, shit. Yeah, bring in Higashida. Just let him play. No matter what, just let him play. 2 on, 1 out for the Jays. Andres Jimenez to second. Or to first by hit by pitch. Ernie Clement to second. Yeah. So here's what we should do. Here's my idea. If Jordy's not playing, Solta plays at the 10 if we get him. If he doesn't, I guess we can't run a double pivot. Because he's not that, and he's short as hell. Shot over the bar, huh? Or let Jordy play on the wing and, like, cut in and, like, drop in when need be in possession. Yikes, Alvarado over the bar. And then let Solta play the 10 completely. Oso and Coelho as double eights. Dual pivot. I mean, losing Cifuentes is a big... Yeah, man. I don't know. Because... Or you do the opposite. You let Sota play on the wing and cut in if Jordy's back in possession to build up the play. Basically inverted winger. Or just a 4-4-2 with 2 8s or 2 10s and 2 6s. Or a 4-2-2-2. Playing forward. I'm not sure. Because, I mean, getting rid of Jose Cifuentes, Lennon Sosa replaces Tyler Heineman, pinch hitter Lennon Sosa. Okay. Do you think Club Medico just wanted it bad because they were playing their rivals? They didn't want it bad enough. They missed all those penalties they were gifted. 2-1, 49th minute, Portland. So, I don't know. Letting him go makes no sense. He was playing well before the injury. Yeah, but then again, what has MLSE done that's made any sense? Like, I said we needed, like, there was one thing I said more than anything is we needed to exercise that purchase option on Cifuentes. Like, he was the perfect replacement for Davy Flores. Like, that's the one guy. Like, I don't think we should have got rid of Davy Flores in the first place. But we got rid of him for Jose Cifuentes to play that same role, who might be the only guy to be an upgrade in that role. Now we can't really have that role. We have to do something different because Oso is no Cifuentes, Coelho is no Cifuentes. Bob's putting in some good crosses. Do you think Mason Rook is the future? He's good, but I don't know. Either way, yeah, Brandon Bob's putting in some good crosses, though. Playing forward is Montreal. I don't know. I think we have to do something different in the midfield if we're going to get rid of Jose Cifuentes. I think we have to do something drastic. He's just like Keith Lee. He's better than Keith Lee. And I like Keith Lee. But Mason Rook is in better shape than Keith Lee. Younger than Keith Lee. And just as explosive, if not more. I don't know really about his charisma, but either way. And double play. Double play against the Blue Jays. 2 men on. Nothing. Going to the 8th. Yeah, touche, yeah. Like, I think now with the Jays, we have to basically, or with TFC, we have to do something drastic with the midfield. I think we have to, what was Keith Lee's greatest moment? NXT champion, or when he beat Randy Orton at, like, what, Payback or whatever? That one time? But either way. Blocked away. Header. Cleared away by Portland. Piet. Player injured for Montreal. Menica needed 4 penalties to lose a tie. That was hilarious. I guess we're going to see Henry Martin at Atlante next year, eh? Or next season. Henry Martin is washed. 52 minutes. Mi bomba. Mi bomba. 53rd minute. Fifty-fourth minute. Let me see how bad Kansas City are. 6 points in 12 games. 1 win, 3 draws. And they got 6-0'd by frickin' Portland. But Montreal has double the points, if not more than that. Just over double the points. And 4 more wins. And no draws. Header. So that team is literally the perfect retirement club to move to, because you're literally moving to Cancun. I thought Atlante didn't play in Cancun anymore. I thought they played in like Mexico City or something. Or did they move back to Cancun? Are you telling me that Atlante... Are you telling me now that I should want Atlante to make the CONCACAF Champions Cup? Is that what you're telling me? Ball crossed in, saved. Whether as a fan or a coach, if Toronto played in frickin' Cancun, I'd gladly spend some time in Playa del Carmen before. Either that's where the base camp will be, or I'll just stay there before the game. Either way. I thought Atlante moved back to Mexico City. I didn't know they moved back to Cancun, because they were Cancun, then Mexico City, then... I thought there was Cancun FC now. I guess what? I don't know. So Atlante, I don't know. Could have sworn they moved. Either way, I'm not mad if they move back to Cancun. I'm glad. Considering there's no promotion relegation, it's good they somewhat artificially put a team back in Cancun after they moved back to Mexico. You're right, I didn't know that. Shot blocked wide. Thanks for that info. Still the second division team. I know there was a second division team, Cancun FC, but I think that was after Atlante moved to Mexico City. That was 2019? 2020 they moved back? They've been there for a while. Corey, what the hell are you doing? Chara just saved his ass. Portland's been really dumb defensively, and that's probably been their biggest Achilles heel here. They certainly haven't played badly, but they've been dumb. And Montreal have been very clinical when Portland's been dumb. Ball crossed in, punched away, cleared away. Ball crossed in and wide. Goal kick. Oh. Oh, Lord. $17,000 stranded on cruise ship in France after traveler's death blamed on norovirus. Well, at least it ain't hantavirus, but 1,000. And Toronto Tempo just got their first ever win in club history, 86-73 over the Chicago Sky, I think that's what it is. I think that's that logo, Chicago Sky. No, Seattle Storm. Okay, they beat the Seattle Storm. Chicago Sky would have been kind of a, hey, that's okay. What? 58th minute. Wide. Blocked away. Cleared away. Anthony and Smith for Portland here. Aravena got stinker and hooked. And Forey, too. Forey. Stinker and hooked. Aravena. I don't know. Is that sort of harsh? I don't know. Stinker and hooked, but Forey, yes. Bombastic, stinker and hooked. Oh. Yeah, there's definitely going to be memes about that if we're under another lockdown, headed wide. I thought, yeah, remember at the start of coronavirus where it was just like people, like, people had like baskets of Coronas at like all these bars, and it's like, that's all we're worried about is corner for Portland. Those were simpler times. Simpler times. People had sales on Corona extras and shit, or there was like a basket for like $3 wide. And then 3 months later, we were watching MLS players play at Walt Disney World. Or something like that. At 9 o'clock in the fucking morning. Headed away. That was the weirdest shit ever. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I remember vividly, at least, maybe not every 9 o'clock morning match during MLS is back, but I remember vividly sometimes making like some fried eggs or some sort of breakfast, sausage or fried eggs, making some breakfast and then watching the match, eating breakfast. Some of them. Because there were 9 a.m. matches during MLS's back. And my sleep schedule wasn't as fucked as it is now back then. But either way, I remember vividly. CONCACAF Champions Cup was played. It was played at Exploria Stadium, but close enough. The same similar bubble when it got to the final 8. Or whatever. That was the weirdest shit ever, man. 60, funnily, it was the weirdest shit ever, but it was, I still have fond memories, weirdly enough. I don't, MLS is back was a fun time. For better or for worse, I still have fond memories of MLS is back. In the 2020 CONCACAF Champions Cup bubble, and Toronto playing in Hartford, Connecticut. I mean, that was the last time we were truly good. So, I mean, maybe, of course, I had positive or whatever it's called, a soft spot for it. But either way, Yeah, I don't think hantavirus is going to become another coronavirus. As I said, it's going to be more like monkeypox or Ebola, especially the way it spreads. And you have to be in close quarters, and there's no asymptomatic spread. It's not going to become like that. And I think they're doing a better job of contact tracing it, as far as I can tell. I think we're going to be fine. I think there's a lot of people trying to use people's remembrance of COVID and fearmonger people into it being worse than it is. But I've heard multiple doctors had to say about it. Most of them being epidemiologists who were speaking during COVID. Who, well, that's what I heard from. Either way, I'm not worried yet. I'll be worried when Rudy Gobert touches microphones again. Or anybody. I'll be worried when a Rudy Gobert event happens. Either way, that's when I'm worried. It's funny how it starts in a cruise ship at international waters. All because some dude was bird watching in a freaking Argentinian dump. How fucking dumb do you have to be? Like, seriously, though. And then goes on the cruise ship. Like, seriously, how dumb do you have to be? Bird watching in a dump. Who thinks that's a good idea anyway? Like, bro, you can bird watch anywhere. You're sitting inside a dump. You're not homeless. You're rich enough to go on a fucking cruise ship. You're just a dumb fuck. Like, there's so many other places in Argentina to go bird watching that isn't a dump. It's not an ugly country at all. Like, you have other places. Playing forward. But what about the vantage point? Well, I don't know what the vantage point was. I don't know, man. That's the craziest shit about it to me. It's like it just doesn't make any sense. Good try, Chara. Yep. He still works very hard. That's amazing, man. Mm. Well, I mean that makes sense, but it's more of why would you be there to bird watch? That's the thing that doesn't make sense to me. Playing forward. Either way. 67th minute. Good play by Portland there. 67th minute. Cleared away. Playing forward. Here comes Portland. It's going to be a free kick the other way. You were right, sir. Neal, yellow card. Fire 2-1 DC. There you go. 68th minute. I'm surprised DC got a goal. I thought Fire would get the goals, but you got 3 goals, so there you go. I thought the Fire would probably win 2-3-0, so it's not that far. But either way. How we doing, soccer guy? How we doing? Carmona off for Jaime. Rios off for Owusu. First leg about to start, Liga MX. Two 2-1. I wish I could watch. That's a Montreal game. Montreal leads 2-1. Portland. 2 defensive dumbass mistakes have put them behind the 8 ball. I don't think Portland's been too bad, but Montreal were very clinical on their chances that Portland basically just coughed up right to them. Portland's trying to chase the game to at least get a point. Hasn't gone too well. Brandon Baez made some really amazing crosses, but brought down. Shot saved. Is it a corner? Gillier makes a big save there. Goal kick. Or no, corner. Bassett. Cross in, cleared away. Wow. 70 minutes. Playing forward. Free kick for Portland. Because I think I'm placing a bet. No, I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't bet on it. Colorado's a very good team. The Wild are quickly up, but they could easily blow it. You can't write off Colorado. I don't care if it's 3-0. Can't write them off. Saved by Gillier. Drops down and picked it up. 72 minutes. Portland almost forced him to make a mistake there. I wouldn't do it. 3-0 for Wild at Avs. I wouldn't bet on the Avs not coming back. Like, I think they can. So, do with that what you will. I think they can. But I wouldn't bet on the Avs not coming back. They got too much talent. They have too much talent. They could do it in one period, let alone playing forward. How we doing, Sun? How we doing? 73rd minute. Owuzu chasing Kamal Miller, who's running up the pitch. That's a smart idea for a guy who's washed like a cross straight to the goalie. Horrible hate watch, guys. It's okay hate watch if Montreal draw. It's good. It's an amazing hate watch if Portland comes back to win. Tomorrow we got Pachuca Pumas, leg 1. Sunday we have the second leg of that game. Chivas about to play Cruz Azul in the first leg of that time. I saw your comments. I see them on the chat. On the actual YouTube chat. Playing forward, headed away. The Jays tie the game or some shit. Playing forward. I guess the Jays just tied the game, eh? Playing forward. Blocked away. Tie game 1-1. Kazuma Okamoto with a sacrifice fly. 1 out. Don Varsho struck out Miles Straw at bat against Baker. It's a 1-1 game. Corner for Ivan Jaime. 1-0, 83-22. Don't want to jinx it, but Jacksonville en route to first pro victory. Blocked away. Covered. Swing and strike, 2-2. Just get a hit, Miles. Just put it in the outfield. That'll probably be enough to win the game. Let's not do the frickin' USL Cup. Let's not do the frickin' same shit we did 3-2. Just get on base. Hell, if you get a walk, you get on base. A walk leads the game. Playing forward. Brought down Portland. Miles Straw walked. Let's go. Ernie Clement up to bat. Either a hit. Come on, either a hit or a frickin' walk. A walk scores a run. A hit scores maybe 2, probably 2. Playing forward. Shot! Off the post! Off the post and in! Portland tied the game! Portland tied the game! 2-2. 2-2. 76th minute. A rebound ties the game. Bassett scores. Bassett scores the rebound. In the 77th minute. Cole Bassett with a goal. Chips over the top. Shot off the post. Bassett runs into it to tap it in. Vera does not get a touch. Right off Gillier, and Bassett slots it home. Smashes it home. 77 minutes. 2-2. Now hold the hell on, at least to a draw, Portland. Come on. Sick-tuitive. Cole Sulzer replaced Baker. for Tampa Bay against Ernie Clement. Ernie Clement can take the lead here. Oh, they used Louis Varland. Fuck. They used Louis Varland already. Fuck. That's not good. Portland clears away. That's not good. The Jays used Louis Varland already in the 8th inning. Well, I guess Jeff Hoffman's going to close this game. Or maybe Braden Fisher. I don't know. Or somebody else. Playing forward. Closer by committee. Yay. Of course, if we score a second run. Ernie Clement gets on base safely. He will score a couple of runs. A run at least, but hopefully a couple. If he walks, it will be 2-1. First pitch is a ball to Ernie Clement. 1-0 for Sulzer. Playing forward, 79th minute. Kelsey. Yes, indeed. Strike one. Jacksonville, 2-0. They're going to get their first pro victory. Nice. NYCFC won. Well, good for y'all. 79th minute. We will review this game once it's over. We got Pumas, Pachuca. Pachuca, Pumas tomorrow. Come on, Ernie. Draw a walk. Cleared away by Portland. And Ernie Clement flew out. Ernie Clement flew out. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Bottom going to the 9th inning. Owuzu gets a yellow card. Rebounds are important in every sport. Yes. Yes. You got to get the rebound. Cleared away. You got to get the rebound. Always. Always. Ahoy, make all the pirate. Playing forward. Honest to God, thoughts on the Blue Jays making it back to the World Series or at least another deep run? I am starting to worry. I'm starting to worry that we might be screwed. I'm starting to worry that we might be frauds, or we might we're having a World Series hangover. Thoughts on Montreal's performance today? I mean, I think Portland's done pretty well. I just think Portland gave Montreal 2 goals that you can't give them if you want to win on the road. I don't think Portland's played that badly comparatively. Mora's coming on for Portland. Oh, they're going for the win. So, overall, I'm starting to get a little bit worried. I think the Jays can go on a run. I mean, last year they started with a similar record as this, and they still won the AL East. Now, do I think winning the AL East is likely, even if we make that sort of run? Again, yellow card for Portland, free kick for Montreal. No, probably not, because the Rays and Yankees are so far ahead. And the Yankees might swoon, but I don't think the Rays will. The Rays will probably still, at best, I think the Jays will be the top wild card if we make the playoffs. We will be a wild card team this year if we make the playoffs. I believe that 100%. Let's not forget, though, last year the Dodgers were a wild card team, as in they played in the wild card series and still won the World Series, so that really doesn't matter. I think as long as the Jays make it, they can make a run. We may play some extra games, but I think we can make a run. The good news is the AL's garbage, besides the top two in the AL East. So here's a shot over the bar. I like our chances in the fact of we could still make a run if we make the playoffs, but we got to get there, and we got to shape up pretty quickly if we want to make the playoffs. And with the Rays being as good as they are, the Yankees, we might be second in the AL East if we go on a similar run to last year. Winning the division? No. And it also doesn't help that we've lost 5 out of 6 to Tampa. We might just lose 6 out of 6. So let's remember the tiebreaker is divisional head-to-head record. We beat the Yankees head-to-head last year. I think winning this game might be the only way today, might be the only way we could somehow flip that head-to-head on its head later in the season. We have to probably pull this one out of our ass. So if it came to that, I don't think the Rays are going to swoon like that, like the Yankees. The Yankees, I think they will swoon. They always do. I think we could catch down the Yankees. It's the Rays that, I mean, we did last year, didn't we? The Yankees will falter, and they have been faltering recently. They'll swoon again, and we'll catch them. In play, no outs. Saved by Portland. And that is a single for Mullins against Tyler Rogers. 1 out, 1 on in the top of the 9th. Playing forward. So, either way. Yeah, because Tampa does. Either way. Called strike on Fiducia. 85th minute. Playing forward. Are you kidding me? Ball. Playing forward. 86th minute. Well, I mean, Vladdy. Well, at least the Jays play the Yankees next. When's the CAF Confederations Cup final? I have no idea. It's got to be soon. I have no idea. 86th minute. I haven't paid close enough attention to have it committed to memory. Playing forward. I don't have it written down either. Playing forward, Piet, 87th minute. Longstaff, cross, header, good clearance, saved, out for a corner. Subs, Opoku and Bugaj for Montreal in the 87th minute. And Fiducia walks. Tyler Rogers walked Fiducia. Mullins to second. Fuck. Yay. Torhalson off, headed away by Portland. Piet, shot, save. Panamis makes the saves. 88th minute. In play outs for Walls. That damn fast. Jesus, bro. So it was a fielder's choice. Got the guy out at second. Fielder's choice got the guy out at second, but not the guy out at first. 2 out, 1 on, or 2 out, 2 on. Taylor Walls made it to first. Simpson. Mound visit for the Jays. Plays over the top. 88th minute. We will review this game once it's over. 1 out to go to get to the bottom of the ninth tied. And then hopefully somehow playing forward. Jimenez, Heineman, or Valenzuela. Fluharty for Rogers. Okay, that's not bad. Fluharty, boys. Come on, Fluharty. Would you win a game on a walk-off single or a fielder's choice? As long as we win, I don't care how we do it. It's an RBI either way, I think. So, it doesn't matter to me. Now, walk-off home run, yeah, I prefer that. But walk-off single or fielder's choice is an RBI either way, and we win the game. So, I think that's the way to look at it. 89th minute. Give me what wins the game. And sure, if it adds an RBI to my total, cool. You know, I mean, that's good for me. As long as we win, right? That's what matters. Now, of course, if you ask me walk-off home run or walk-off grand slam, then of course I would take that. But still, what matters is we win. Previous comment, what? Apparently the CAF Confederations Cup is a 2-leg final. The other leg's May 16. 2-legged final, that's crazy. For a Confederations Cup, 4 minutes of stoppage time, that's crazy, man. As long as we won. Saved. Well, you can't do that at Yankee Stadium unless you were a Yankee. In play outs, we got out of it, boys. We're going to the bottom of the ninth. Blue Jays tied, going to the bottom of the ninth. One run. All we need is one run. Three outs, boys. Header on. Saved! What a header by Wuzu, but saved by Panamis. Jimenez, Valenzuela, Springer. Chandler Simpson popped out to Okamoto. As long as we don't have any double plays, we'll live with it. Well, either way. Liga MX, yes. Confederations Cup, no. Playing forward. Two more minutes. Playing forward. Ball crossed in, shot wide, almost an own goal, but it's a corner for Portland. What's with Orlando dropping goals every game? They're just garbage. That's what's with them. They're garbage. Corner, 93rd minute. Swing and strike on Jimenez. 93rd minute, corner. Foul ball. Cross in. Header. Nope. Out for another corner for the final minute. Portland will at least get a draw, and Montreal will still be behind Toronto at the end of the night, as long as they don't win. Portland, can they pull out the 3 points? Ulafroy got a yellow card for Montreal. Ball crossed in. Header down. Goes back wide. Out for a goal kick. Rios got a yellow card. Last seconds. Scoring loads of goals. Dropping 4 goals every game. Well, I mean, they still have a horrible defense, but at least they're starting to score then. Maybe I'm a little bit behind. They didn't drop 4 against Montreal. Header. In play outs, fly out for Andres Jimenez. Full time, 2-2 draw. Miami's losing to Cincinnati. Well, full time, 2-2 draw. We'll take it, frankly. That's a good enough hate watch for me. Good enough hate watch for me. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that hype button to put this up in the algorithm. Hit that join button to become a member. Send some chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review of this match. And then we will be live tomorrow and reviewing the match between Pachuca and Pumas. There you go. So we'll see how that goes. With that being said, I'll see you later. I'm running. I'm out. Peace. See you.